What's up everyone, it's Tony here, and welcome back to the Yacht Addiction YouTube channel. The yacht in front of us is a 2020 Ferretti 850. It's named Pinch Me. The length, of course, is 85 feet. You have a beam of 20 feet and 6 inches and a draft of 6 feet and 6 inches at its max. This yacht is listed for sale by the Italian Yacht Group. The first thing you'll notice right away, you do have a garage back here for a tender or your jet ski. And you'll see how the swim platform is actually from the transom that folds down. So this will hinge back up flush on the transom wall when you have it stowed away. You can also see a space for the passerelle to extend right there. We're gonna slip our shoes off and make our way on board. The Ferretti Group is an extremely well-known Italian yacht builder. You can see back here we have a high gloss table and the row of bench seating. You could also use this area as a sun pad area. It is big enough for that. So a little bit of flexibility there. Naturally, these stairs are going to lead up to the flybridge. It looks like, yep, we do have a docking station back here, so that's always a nice touch. And then the engines are going to be accessible through this door, I would imagine, or through the hatch, I should say. We'll check that out later on in the tour. Right now, let's make our way inside. You have a pretty substantial overhang over this area. And you do have speakers littered throughout. All right. So the door isn't powered, but I will say it's very smooth with like 2 fingers. I'm opening that up, and it's a pretty heavy duty door, so that's nice to see. And obviously we stepped right into the main salon. 85 feet, that's kind of at that hybrid point, right at the edge of being a yacht versus a super yacht. Some people consider 88 feet to be the cutoff. Some people consider it to be more. So you never really know what you're gonna get with the design. Typically underneath 85 feet, you'll find a galley aft layout, but this one is in a different setup with the galley all the way forward, but it is on this level. It's pretty interesting. You'll see it momentarily. Obviously you have your TV right here. You have your seating area. I like the drink or wine fridge right down here. And they did do a really nice job with the contrast between some of the dark woods and the white finishes. You have a bunch of storage built in right here. Then this is cool. This is a model of the yacht. So it's a pretty sleek design in the water. And I'm also gonna throw a picture of its profile on the screen as well. The model is nice, but sometimes a picture does a slightly better job. So you can see what this yacht looks like. Definitely has beautiful lines. And then I also just noticed in the ceiling, this is pretty cool. You'll see the horizontal slats in the detail, but also the lights. You can see that wave effect, and that's on either side. I really like that little design element as well. By the way, if you're new to the channel, then welcome, of course. My name is Tony. We post a new yacht or super yacht tour every single week. We're currently at the Palm Beach International Boat Show. Here you can see the formal dining area. And then you also have this little bar built in right here with 2 chairs. And then on this side, there's a side access door, but you also have the sink. And because we have the time, let's take a look. Looks like just storage under the first door. Door number 2, you do have the refrigerator. So you could set up some drinks right here. I believe this yacht houses up to 4 crew. We'll see momentarily when we look into the crew area. Instead of a main deck owner suite, we opted for, let's see, we have the day head right here. You also have the galley, as mentioned, on this main level. Full-size fridge and freezer, little dinette space, and I imagine the crew would use this area as well. Then you also have, obviously, your oven, the cooktop over here, microwave, the dishwasher is integrated. And I will say, with these angled windows, you do get tons of natural light in here. And there's also a little TV up here. And while we're heading this direction, down here, this is the crew area. So I did notice there are 2 crew cabins down here. Looks like you have bunk beds in here, 2 singles. Yep, okay, let me turn around. The sink is behind the door. And then it's a wet room right here for the shower. Then you also have, this one actually would be the captain's cabin. It looks like 3 crew. You probably could fit another bunk bed here, but anyways, either way, the current setup is 3 crew members with the captain's cabin right here in the single. And they actually have a separate shower stall, it looks like. But you also have your full-size washer and dryer. So no combo unit on this one. Obviously, that's really nice to see. On an 85-foot yacht, you're not going to want to be seeing things like that. Also, the finishes down here are really light, which is a really smart design because when you don't get a ton of natural light, using lighter features really elevates the space. Out here, obviously they have a lot of white, but it's accented by the really dark wood. But when you have so much natural light from these huge windows, you can kind of get away with it, and the design makes much more sense. Yeah, guys, I really like the lighting in the ceiling. Big fan of that. And we also passed it, so don't worry, I didn't miss it. Yeah, we'll just go in now. I was gonna go see the cabins, but we'll check this out. This is almost, gives you like a command center feeling. This bridge, you have the beautiful steering wheel, the red accent lights, very aggressive. And you also have your 3 multifunction displays, and they're a really good size. Very aggressive helm station. You have the compass forward and very angled windows. It's a very aggressive angle. And you do have a side access door as well. You have the little bench back here and then the single captain's chair. So that's the bridge. There is a pocket door, so you can close off this crew area from the main living area. Or of course you could keep it open, your choice. Now, down this staircase, this is where we find the guest cabins. We will start all the way forward. Typically, you're gonna have the owner suite, which you do on this one, back in the midship, but you'll have your VIP all the way forward. You have a really good sized bed. And then once again, in the ceiling, they kept that lighting feature. Large TV on the wall, little dressing table right here. And then I think behind these mirrors is where you actually have your closets. Yep. So those are sleekly tucked away. And then your ensuite will be through this door. Rainfall shower in here. And they kept that same color palette, the dark woods and the white finishes. And this isn't black, this is just extremely, extremely dark brown, it looks like. Now we have more of the mirrors down the hallway. So this is just storage. Right here we have another cabin. Good sized window over the bed. And a very similar ensuite to the last. Separate shower stall with the rainfall. And this one has the wand and the bench. Continuing back, cabin number 4. You have the 2 singles and you also have the Pullman berth, so you can sleep 3 in this cabin. Their closet right here, of course, and the ensuite right here. I imagine the vanity is right behind the door, so we'll see that in a moment. And I still like how you have the full rainfall shower. All right, we saved the best for last, of course. Back in the midship, this is where we find the owner suite, potentially your owner suite. King bed in the middle of the room. I know I've said it before, but love the accent, that same thing in the ceiling, and another huge window. Your TV pops up from right here, and then you have a walk-in closet. It's like partially translucent, so you can kind of see through it. And then your ensuite right over here. You have the double doors that open up, pocket doors on each side, and the really large walk-in shower. The beautiful stone lining the shower as well. The vanity right in the middle. And then this is all mirrored, but you have the toilet back here. It also looks like you have a little dressing table or desk right here. So as we make our way back up, comment down below. Let me know you think both of the design of the yacht as well as the actual interior design. I love hearing your opinions. We've seen the entire interior. So we're gonna head back outside. Let's head up to the bow. You have full side decks on each side. Very deep, very secure feeling when you're walking up to the front. Here, you'll find a row of bench seating. This table, you can see the support bar. This is expandable, so you can dine at this table. Then you'll also have a huge sun pad all the way up here on the bow. Then of course the winches for the anchors all the way forward. Don't worry, I'm going to stand all the way to the front. Obviously, Ferretti makes a beautiful yacht. And now we're going to head up to the flybridge. Like many of you, I do love a flybridge yacht. You get so much real estate upstairs. Let's head up the staircase. We'll give you a slow shot of the entire thing, and then we'll start all the way aft. We have 3 deck chairs. Obviously, this is just freestanding. You can put whatever you want here. And there is a shade overhead. You have a hardtop over the front half of the flybridge, where we have a huge L-shaped seating area, 2 high gloss tables. I'm pretty confident that there is an insert right here as well. Or you know what? Yep, I actually think these 2 pieces fold over and fit as that insert. If you want to have a nice meal outside, you can. And then I really like how they finished this as well. You have the woodwork, you have the gray paint right here. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with just the white GRP in these areas, but it is nice when designers and builders put a little bit extra into the design in these areas. And you also overhead, you have this section right here. I believe this glass is powered and will go all the way back, so you can really open up this hardtop. And I know some of you were probably thinking down in the bridge, you don't have the best visibility up there, but you do have a complete second set of controls up here on the flybridge. And obviously your vantage point from right here with the double or triple bench seating, you have a much greater vantage point up here. And I imagine most days on a beautiful day, you'll be driving the yacht from this location. And you can also see right here, we do have the screens zippered in. So this area is enclosed. If you wanted to open it up, you certainly could do so. And since we have the time, let's take a look at this bar area. I imagine you're gonna have a mix of the storage, ice makers, refrigerators, that type of stuff. Looks like your trash under here. The ice maker. And then it looks like your refrigerator is right here. And right here. So 2 refrigerators, 2 sets of storage, the ice maker. And on the other side, you have even more to love up here. You can see the knobs built in right there. Check this out. You have the built-in grill and a sink. Really great catering areas up here. I'm very impressed with how this flybridge is laid out, as well as all the amenities up here. It's very well stocked. It's basically exactly what you would expect from a builder like this in this size category. And there's nothing specific that I'm like, I really wish they included this. Thumbs up to Ferretti for that. Now, let's head down. Let's go and see the engines. And this yacht is small enough to just have the traditional setup with the hatch right here. So, for you ladies and gentlemen, we will climb down. One thing I will point out, guys, if you're at a boat show and they have the option available, wear the ear protection. It doesn't hurt. I'm only going to be down here for a second, so I'm not going to put those on. But if you're ever working in here, or if you think you're going to spend any amount of significant time in here, make sure you wear that. It is smart. My hearing is already messed up from my time in the Air Force, so it is what it is. Anyways, you can see the engines right here. And you do have plenty of space to work back here. Obviously, some of the space is taken up by the tender garage. You can see a generator pumping back there. Now, I told you I do know a little bit about the engines. This is a pair of MAN V12 engines. These are rated at 1900 horsepower each, and for a yacht of this size, that's one thing Ferretti's known for. Your top speed is 31 knots. That's pretty good for an 85-foot yacht, a flybridge like this. You can be cruising pretty quick. You have a cruising speed of 29. I mean, that's very close to the top speed. And you're looking at around 310 nautical miles at that cruising speed. You can go 1,000 miles or so at 10 knots, but this is a planing yacht. Naturally, you're gonna wanna go fast, have a lot of fun out on the water, and enjoy the capabilities of those engines and the top speed. Give me one sec. Let's put this back. All right, I think we've seen every single area on board this Ferretti 850. This is my first time exploring this exact model, so thank you to the Italian Yacht Group for granting me access on board. And as you would guess from the name, the Italian Yacht Group, they specialize in all things Italian yachts, particularly for the American audience. So any type of Italian yacht you could think of, they have experience working with them, designing with them, ordering brand new, as well as the brokerage listings. With that said, I'm gonna link this listing down in the description if you wanna see it in greater detail. Thank you so much for watching. We will catch you next time.